Good day, comic fam. Comics of the Voice here, and I just got back from the Durham Region Comic Book Show. It's one that my buddy Matt puts on from Captive Audience Comics, and boy, I went in there, didn't think I was going to get much. Matt surprised me because he had a whole bunch of, he had like 20 long boxes of dollar bin books. He just brought dollar bins, and he had wall books too. So I'll show you some of the footage that I took. I did a big pan around and just one or two little videos of me digging through the books, but mostly this is just going to be about all the stuff that I found. I think what I'll do is I'll put the footage of the show first, and then at the end I'll have my haul go through all these dollar books. Man, there's a lot of stuff. And I won a raffle too. So you had these tickets that when we came in, there was a bunch of, you got a ticket, a little yellow ticket, and you could win stuff. So I got some wins too. So let's see what the haul is. Stay tuned. Okay, we're in. Here we go. Let's do a quick circuit before I start digging. Try something new. Audience. Oh. That's real popular today. That's marked. You guys are hanging out today too. Excellent. All right. Tables. Wow, that's a unique way to set up. And of course, we got Comic Book Addiction and Captive Audience Comics.
900, 910, 910, 912, 912, and 913.
49. Oh, nice. That's some cool stuff. You brought out all the good stuff today.
You know what? I left the Silver Age highlighted stuff alone.
Yeah.
I know Steve's going to have a lot of that stuff here.
Yeah.
So we really just brought, cool variant covers, lower values, not lower. I mean,
Wow, yeah, mid.
Yeah.
Lower to mid. That's nice. That's cool. 100. All right.
A couple of more pricier things, but generally speaking, affordable range
Yeah.
stuff. And of course, the 20 long boxes of art books.
And these are all the ones that nobody's gone through yet, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, other than everyone that was here ready to go at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, that started digging immediately.
Oh, yeah, well, the regulars were like, I'll be there.
Are we open yet? Are we open yet? Excellent. All right. What we got? Children, that's the foil variant. Wow. Okay, now we start digging.
From the drugstore.
I'll be doing that.
If I have that whole run, gotta double check that now. All right, comic fam, so there is the footage. What a show. We had a great time. I was there, when did I get there? About 10:30, quarter to 11. I didn't get out of there till after 1. So I was digging and digging. The trifecta of comic book stores were there, along with a bunch of minor ones. So we had Worlds Collide, which is my store, Captive Audience, which is my online guy, and then Comic Book Addiction, which was my old LCS. They were there too. So, wow. This one I ended up putting in Mylar because I didn't have any other bags to fit it, but these are all, this first stack is dollar books. So this one's all new Ghostly Haunt, number 44. Just a wicked cover. Looks great in the Mylar. Beautiful. This one I grabbed just purely for the cover because it made me laugh when I saw it. All right, number 140, House of Secrets presents the origin of Patchwork Man. So, yeah, just some oddball ones. And then I saw a whole bunch of these. These were great too, and they were, again, $1. So the G.I. Joe European missions. So these are some books that I never picked up back in the day, but for $1, why the heck not? So that's issue 1. The artwork's a little goofy on these. I'm not a fan of the artwork. I'm not sure if Larry Hama did these. I don't know who wrote the stories on this one. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's Simon Furman. Yeah. The interior art looks okay. Yeah, see, like it's got goofy covers, but the interior art is very much 80s G.I. Joe. So that's okay. Oh, it's got a poster. Oh, check out the poster. Yeah. Now that's not bad too. You know what? The artwork on that's not too bad now that I'm looking at it. It's the same goofy artwork as there, but just, I guess, bigger. It just looks cool. So I guess these things have mini posters in them too. That's pretty cool. I don't want to put it back in that bag. Look at the bag. No wonder you can't see the covers very well. Like, I mean, look at that. It pops beautiful when you take it out of the bag. Let's do that with number 1 here. Okay. Let's get this bad boy out of that. Yeah. 1980s poly bags. They were great back in the 80s. They were clear as a bell, but this is what happens after, what is it, 40 years. Damn. Okay, has this one got a poster? Oh, it does too. Ooh. Oh, so something's falling out of it. It's an advertisement. Is this thing actually... Oh yeah, this was in there, but somebody... I guess it's popped out. They almost like they're... Hey, look at us. We're G.I. Joe. We kill stuff. So that's the interior, which is the same as the outside one. And again, yeah, the artwork in here is pretty decent. So, but I saw that. That's pretty cool. The Action Force. Sky Striker Strikes Back. So for $1, sure, why not? You know, and if I ever actually am really careful, I'm sure I could pop these staples and put this thing back in there, but for now. So that's issue 1. I grabbed issue 2. So that's issue 2. I found issue 4 in the original old poly bag, and number 5. I don't know how many this went up to. So they were $1.50 then. What year was this? See, now we're doing some investigation. You know, I could have done all this off camera, but you know, it's more exciting to do it here. Well, holy crap. So where's the date? 1988. But the part that makes me laugh so much is just what I saw who did the script on this one. See that name right there? Steve White. So apparently I wrote this book. There's other Steve Whites on the planet, but there's only, you know, this is the OG Steve White. But apparently Steve White wrote this one, so maybe I sign it myself. So if I sign it, does that mean the signature's good? Because it's Steve White? Forging signatures? No. This one I bought purely for the cover. Samari. Yeah, there wasn't something interesting about the cover on this one. Right, Marcus? Butts. Butts. Yeah, this might end up on his channel one night now because I did that. somebody will tell him and say, hey, Steve did a little funny thing on his channel there. You got to put it up on your intro about butts. But really, the first thing I saw was the vampire thing, the vampire dude doing that, and then I saw the butts, and I went, okay, it's for $1. And this one here was $5.50. Marvel Zombies, Battle World, $1. So, I mean, I can't go wrong with that. And then this one here, I got some George Perez goodness because I've got number 1 of this. Actually, I've got a newsstand and a direct edition of that. So now I got number 2. Number 3. I'm running out of room up here. And number 4. So George Perez goodness. So yeah, that's excellent. Again, in those old poly bags. And then there was a bunch of these, but they were mostly a really rough shape. But I grabbed this one because it was the nicest one out of the bunch for $1. Eternals 14. God, these things were going for ridiculous money back when the movie came out and everybody wanted a piece of it. And now dollar bins. This was a good find in dollar bins. Remember this one back in the 80s? This was a teenage porn back then. From the 70s. Good old Logan's Run. I remember watching that as a kid and went, oh, boobies. Some Raiders of the Lost Ark. Number 3, number 2, didn't find number 1, but $1, so I'm not going to say no to $1. This was a cool movie. This was back in the day. A masterpiece of undersea suspense from the author of Jaws, now the official adaptation of Columbia Pictures' cinematic sensation, The Deep. Good artwork, too. Nice 70s goodness. Bronze Age stuff. Another cool one that was a movie. It's wild to find it. $1. Time Bandits. So between that, and that. Another cool one. Twilight Zone. Double size issue with a hologram. Free hologram button. I went in and looked. There's no hologram button. It's been removed. Somebody is enjoying that hologram button from whenever this was. And another surprising one for $1, number 99, Wonder Woman, Volume 2. Oh, well, you guys see the stuff that I got. Joe, Anachronic Comics, you're going to cry. You're going to cry. I should have went back and got more. The guy had lots of them. Lots of them. This, the Adam Hugh covers, that, if you go to my comic shop, are ridiculously expensive. Oh, wait till I show you. And then I got 101. And that's the end of my $1 finds, digging through the dollar bins. This one was in the 50% off bin, so it's Newburn number 1. So instead of $10, I paid $5 for it. This one I got for Mark Andrews, another one of the community members. He's always on Joe's show and guy that I like to hang out with at the Fan Expo, and just an overall cool guy. So next week, Chip Zdarsky and Jeff Lemire are doing a signing in Toronto that I'm going to attend. So I know Mark and I both love this series, so I've got a number 1. Plus I have this in a 9/8, so I'm going to bring both copies, get them signed, send one off to Mark, keep one for myself, and get a whole bunch of stuff signed. You know, he's only doing 2 at a time, so I'll have to duck out of line, go back to the line, and then come back for the rest of my books, because I got Stillwater and a bunch of other ones that I've pulled that I want to get signed. But you know what? I'm going to ask him when I go up. I'm going to say, you know what? A couple of these books are not for me. They're A-OKs for somebody else. Will you go ahead and sign them? Or do you want me to step out of line and go back through the line again? So maybe I'll get lucky. I don't know. So that's his. $2 fines. Just rolling along, and all of a sudden I find Bernie Wrightson, number 2. Frickin' awesome goodness. Guy is just an amazing artist when it comes to the horror stuff. And then not only did I find that, I also found number 3, $2. So I was pulling all my pocket change out for my coffees and digging through to find $4 to give the guy, and said, oh, I'll take them. He had stacks of these, stacks of them, just sitting there loose. One of the first vendors I went to, actually this is the second guy I went to, I found Red Wolf. That's that Jeff Verige. I'm going to butcher his name. Verige. He's an Aboriginal artist who passed away from lupus. I still got all his books upstairs in my upstairs comic book room, all the Marvel stuff that he did. This was another series that he did that I was hunting and hunting for, and I had no luck finding this stuff. Go to my comic shop, not around. So there it was, 2 loose copies in the bin, and then there was another vendor there that also had 1 and 2 as well. They were bagged and boarded. They were in the $2 section, but these I got for $1, $1 a piece. So $2. Love it. Love it. Now, the next vendor I went to did some damage there. Cheap books though, like everything. I didn't spend a whole lot of money. I got my G.I. Joe number 10 direct edition. So that one's ticked off the list. I almost have all newsstand, a full run of newsstand. I think I'm missing 2 books, maybe 3 books that are direct editions, and I'll have the entire run in directs. And then all I got to do is work on the newsstands. So I found that one, and then of course I started finding newsstands. So that ticked off the list. One of my favorite stories. I got this in a 9/8 in direct. That wonderful battle, the aerial battle between Ace and Wild Weasel. You see, and these aren't, a lot of them they're not in great shape. Like, they got lots of spine ticks, but they present well, you know, and for $2, I'll get that all day long with the Dreadnoks on the cover. Newsstand, number 36, $2, newsstand. I already have this in a newsstand, but this was a little nicer copy than the one I picked up from Fan Expo, because the one at Fan Expo, it was clean copy, but it was a miscut. So like the whole image was a little sideways, and the barcode was actually way down at the bottom and almost cut off. And this one, there's still some pink underneath. So this one's a much better cut. And for $2, I just rolled the dice and said I'd grab it anyway, since, you know, I'm good. This one's number 73, newsstand. So yeah, I got a bunch of newsstands off of my list. Number 85, newsstand. And again, for $2, all day long, no problem. And then now we're getting into, because I asked him if he had any Wonder Womans, and he goes, yep, come down at the end. He goes, he's got a full freaking run. And I'm going through going, oh, ho, 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 ho. So I grabbed that one. This one was a key too, 91. Can't remember what the significance is, something to do with another Amazon, and that's this one, but that's a key issue. And then I started digging, and I went, oh my gourd. You know, $5. Adam Hughes goodness, 154. I think this one, yeah, another $5. Adam Hughes goodness, 159. Got that little AH. See that AH on there? Adam Hughes. Another one that I was hunting for. Bloody expensive book. $2. Yep, $2. $2 Adam Hughes. Number 160. More $2 Adam Hughes, 161. I had to start being discerning because I was running out. I didn't have the cash on me. Number 171, Cry Havoc, $2. Adam Hughes. And I was just grabbing up everything that I could find. Another one, number 177, Adam Hughes. Cool cover with the kids on there. Oh God, this was an Old Worlds Collide. Ha! I got a Worlds Collide book in the thing in the back. So that's where Buddy bought it from. This guy was just selling his collection that he grabbed out of his basement. And then the last one that I grabbed, $2 find, number 184. Tremendous find, that one. That was a good find. All Adam Hughes goodness for $2. $2. I was like, oh my God, look at all the Adam Hughes that I'm finding. So that was pretty cool. All right, on to the wins. So they had the raffles, so you got your ticket when you came in, and I got some wins. This one here I picked up. This is the Venom. This is from the movie, the Venom movie, Columbia Pictures at the AMC. So I guess they were just giving these out. These were customer editions. So I snagged that up. That's pretty cool. Got a nice back on it. I just noticed it's got some crap on it, sticky. Popcorn probably, or popcorn butter. So my Adam Hughes pile. I grabbed this one because I might get this signed next week. This is the Spider Shadow. This is Chip Zdarsky. So variant edition. That was a cool find. And then another, the big one for my win. This is Department of Truth, number 11. This is the 616 exclusive Virgin variant. Freaking awesome. Love that cover. Absolutely love that cover. And then the neat find is this. It's an Archie tablecloth. So I think when I have my birthday this year, I'm going to put this on the table. It's a big tablecloth, and it's from Zellers. It was originally $4.76, and then it was dropped down to $2.99, and then $1.44. Still couldn't sell them. They had a bunch of these, and so I snagged one of these. So I'm actually going to take it out of here and put it on my table. So I'll have my Archie cover on my table. So that is the haul. Joe, did you like the Adam Hughes or what? $2, and he had more. He had piles and piles of them. He almost had like the whole run, and I'm just sitting there going, oh my God. And I even talked to him afterwards. I said, you know, what are you doing with this collection? He said he might have sold the whole thing by the end of the day to somebody, the entire collection. But if he still does have it, I can, you know, I'm going to find this guy so I can get the rest of those. But holy crap, man, what a find. So had a blast, a couple hours digging through books. Beautiful Sunday. Sat out in the backyard flipping through these things, checking them all out. And now I've got my stack of 80s bags to recycle. I got to rebag and board everything. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.